physical games. We're about to get ready and the event is about to get underway. So please be ready for the first categories. This morning's categories are the girls under 48 and 52 and the boys under 81 kilos. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our first competitors onto the mat. In white, that's Sean Babrosler for England, and blue, we have Eric Lennon from Scotland.
Just get Phil out of there. Get these boys. Boys.
Keep up,
Our next two competitors coming on to the match are Imogen Walsh from Scotland in white and Yasmin Gordon from Scotland in blue.
She's coming on now from Scotland. Yeah. And Laura Hewitt, also from Scotland. Marsh from Scotland. And Laura Hewitt from both from Scotland.
Laura Hewitt. Seeing as you throw the shoulder through there, from Laura Hewitt, and the fight over and done and dusted in 15 seconds. What a wonderful start. The referee gives
Yasmin Gordon from Scotland.
it's more accurate start.
Our next two competitors are Kirsty Marsh from Scotland and Laura Hewitt from Scotland.
And that was Wales versus Scotland. Shannon Davis against Ray Anderson.
Yeah, this is Shannon Davis and Ray Anderson now.
Good attack there. Excellent attack there from Ray. Coach Jackie inside leg. Lock and drop. Back to the middle. Goes straight back into the tactical gripping battle again. The players here just weighing each other up, pushing and pulling, action, reaction. Yeah, beautiful technique there. So there's a combination there. Came in for the Cian Agate shoulder throw, followed with Coach Jackie. So a good, excellent square there. So this now means Shannon's behind. So Shannon's going to have to up her action now. She's going to have to get stuck and she's going to have to chase that square back. If the players go anywhere near the edge, and obviously we don't want the players going off the mat, so the referee will call mat in and brings them back to the middle, which just means stop. Once again, Ray went in for the attack there. Shannon did go to ground, but the referee thought it was a little bit negative. There wasn't going to be a positive result for it, so he gets the players back up again. again for a Yuko. That's a 5-point score. Throwing your partner on the side. And now Shannon's decided to take advantage. Although she actually got thrown, she's now taking the initiative onto the ground. But once again, the referee is not happy. He feels as though it's going nowhere, so he brings the players back up. This is really tough for Shannon now because she's got to go forward. It's just like in all sports, as you often go forward and start attacking means you're very vulnerable to counter-attacks, which I'm sure Ray's waiting and working at the moment. That was unlucky. The referee called Matthew to stop. Shannon came for a beautiful throw, but unfortunately it was after the call from the referee, so no score. Just fractionally over a minute and a half to go now. Both players will have two different things on their mind. Ray will be trying to stall the fight, control the fight, making sure she doesn't get caught. And Shannon has no option but to chase the fight and to go for it. Ray now is getting to groundwork, so this is the perfect opportunity for Ray to work away and waste some valuable few seconds before the referee calls Matty to get the back up again. To go again, Shannon has no option but to chase. She's going to have to chase, and Ray's going to pick her off. Just as she nearly did there, Shannon goes to ground, but she has to decide, has she got enough time on the ground? No, she hasn't, so she gets straight back up again. And that's the penalty of Judo. That's a little caution. That was Ray just dropping down, being a bit negative. Now Shannon's got a good grip here on the belt there. If she can get in now, she's going to the big technique. Good little throw. But Ray's managed to manoeuvre it onto her back, and again, once again, Ray's going to work away and waste some valuable seconds. So we're into the last half a minute now. Shannon has absolutely no option but to go for it. She's going to have to make herself attack, which again will make her very, very vulnerable for Ray to be able to pick her off. And Ray's dropped down again there. I'm surprised the referee didn't come in there, but Shannon's looking for something on the ground, looking for an arm lock for the up-hand score. So 20 seconds now. This is it now for Shannon. She's got to go for it. Ray will be doing everything she can. Players being from Scotland, it's always very, very tight, but that's a win for Laura Stewart from Scotland. This fight's on now.
They've changed it there. We're going to have to watch them. We're going to have to watch them. This is my
And now we've got Wales versus Scotland. We've got Shannon Davis from Wales versus Ray Anderson from Scotland. And Ray moves in immediately with a rolling Macapone type winding technique. What a result, 7-point score already in the early seconds of the fight. So Shannon's really up against it now. She's going to have to try and find something. They've got to feeling that the Scottish girl is going to file into a massive technique as she does. And that's another beautiful Rosario. 3 sevens equals 10. And the fight's already all over within a matter of seconds. Wonderful start for Ray.
Ray has just won that one by a point. Yeah. We're going to have to watch that. Keep an eye on this slip when you're changing that. Yeah. It's not good.
Our next two competitors are Andy Davies from Wales in white and Chloe Allen from England in blue.
So Anwen and Chloe. It is now, yeah. Okay, Anwen in. Is Anwen white? Yeah, Wales.
So now we move on to Owen Davis from Wales and from Chloe Allen from England. Owen versus Chloe. And Chloe looks extremely determined. She's very, very busy. She's definitely going on the offensive to get stuck in and get a big technique. And now there comes in. Lovely big attack there. And we managed to spread herself out and ensure that she didn't land on the back. And again, Chloe seems to be doing all the work here. If Anna doesn't get an attack in soon or show some kind of positivity, the referee will look to give her a bit of a caution. But Chloe looks as though she's very determined, very busy. And then comes another massive attack. And they go to ground now. Referee's giving it a Wazawi there. A very interesting technique. Not quite sure what you call it, right? Chloe's going straight into the ground work. Strong, powerful leg. She's moving in for an arm lock. Anna is trying to move off the mat. If Anna can get up, the referee will call Mate, which she does. So again, Chloe's definitely attacking and attacking. She's looking good on the standing work, what we call Tachiwaza. And she's looking good on the ground and Iwaza. So Owen is going to have to come up with something here.
We've had a few of these confusions. It should get easier now.
Anna's dropped to the ground there. And Chloe's moved in for a strangle here. She's looking for a strangle. Anna looks as though she's going to submit with her left hand by tapping her opponent. It's not quite on, but Anwin looks as though she's survived. Well done. Congratulations to Anwin. I don't think many people thought Anwin was going to get up there. They thought the strangle was going to take place. And just as we expected, Anwin has been given a penalty for not attacking too much, defending. And you get a feeling that it's only a matter of time now before Chloe launches in for a big one and finishes the fight off. So near. Chloe just looks as though she needs it a little bit tighter. That was unfortunate. The referee called Mate a stop. And then Chloe moved into ground work, almost into a hold down. So things are working hard at the moment. And it looks as though she's trying to get back into the fight, but just feels as though Chloe's too strong. Interesting time now, the referee called a halt. Looks as though somebody could be in for another penalty. Yes, unfortunately, Anna's in for another penalty for being a bit too negative. So she really has to go for it now because the referee will be watching for that. And Chloe now is definitely in the ascendancy. And is just giving another one? Yeah, quite harsh on the referee, who's in there like a shot. So Anwin is back, is well and truly up against the wall now, and Chloe can either launch into a massive technique or she may decide to control the fight and contain. Chloe's moving in for the arm lock again. Yes, I just managed to get up off the ground enough so the referee has to call Mate stop to bring the players back to the middle. Under 2 minutes to go. Chloe is well and truly in charge, total control of the fight. Anwin is really on a last chance with the referee. If something does happen soon, he feels that the referee will be calling in another penalty. Now Chloe goes to the ground now, looking for both an arm lock and a strangle for the submission from Anwin. Anwin looks as though she's got her defences in place, nice and tight, and stops Chloe from getting in. And what we call the care system, basically the video system. And the referees who were off the mat are looking at videos and now discussing something with the referee just to make sure everything's safe. And what they're talking about now is that Chloe's got shin pads on, and there are certain rules regarding shin pads as to what you can and cannot wear. This will be quite interesting. And letting it go, we have very, very strict rules in judo. Obviously 99.9% of all rules in judo are based on safety. And it looks like the referees are still having a bit of a chat here. Not 100% sure why, unless it's just about Chloe's shin pads. Let's have a look which way the referee's going to go on this one now. Just as thought, unfortunately, I'm in negative again. The referee has no option but to give us the final warning, and that means it's the end of the contest. Not the prettiest of fights for Mary, and Chloe won't mind, but Chloe was totally dominant right from the word go.
Thank you.
Now. See what they've done now is they've done the yellow bits now, so we know that the fight's gone.
So here comes Molly Game from England and Christina Kelsall also from England. As mentioned before, usually when two players from the same countries fight, they know each other inside out, so the fights are usually tend to be very, very tight, very, very tense, very, very tactical.
We would love you to encourage the use of social channels in your venue. For your reference, our free social networks are.
The players are working around the ground. If they're satisfied it's not going to come up with a positive result, so I bring them back to the middle. The girls are back off onto the tactical gripping battle, war of attrition. Beautiful technique, what a fantastic. Also to Gary, also to Kaki, big outside sweeping reach throw. And that was for Rosari, that was almost the end of the fight. What we call a Rosari 7 points. Nearly a knockout. And now Christina was looking to take the advantage on the ground, but not getting anywhere, so the referee brings them back up again. And now Molly's up against it. She's Rosari down, so she's 7 points down. That's a major score. Good attempt there of a technique we call a Uchigari inside reaping. The referee's just going to question something here. We have one referee on the mat and then we have two referees with video cameras, what we call a care system. So if they see something that perhaps the referee didn't see because he is out there on his own, they'll often speak to the referee and have a little chat and see if certain decisions need to be made. So the players restart and Christina comes in again for the big leg technique on the outside. fight once again, and the players go into the gripping fight. And another what a fabulous, beautiful technique, and that is a wonderful throw. Also Tagaki outside technique, and that's 2 sevens. Don't confuse everybody, but in Judo 2 was average, which is 2 7-point scores equals 10. Well done, beautiful. One of the best throws we've seen so far.
Now start the boys from the 8-squad kilos. The first contest is James Reed, White and Northern Ireland, and Harry Murphy in blue from England.
So now we're seeing the first competitor from Northern Ireland, James Reed, against Harry Bowlby of England. James's coach is Scott Main. I personally was the coach back in the 80s and 90s as the national coach for Northern Ireland for 6 years. So it's very nice to see Northern Ireland here in force. So these men are over 81 kilos, these are the big guns. And automatically you can see the strength and the power of these young men. As you saw, the skill and the tenacity of the female players earlier on. Let's go for what we call a self-sacrifice throw. And they're working away in the ground now. Because Harry has got James's leg there, that's a bit of a stalemate situation there, so need to get that leg. James needs to get the leg out before he can move into a hold down. It's an advantage of the fight and to progress. Oh, it's a big, huge drop shoulder throw there from Harry. That was an excellent technique. Not quite successful on this one, on this occasion, but I think if he links that in with a combination, I think he could be very successful. James is now taking control of Harry on the ground. The Northern Ireland coach, Scott Main, is looking for the hold down and he's got it. So the referee has moved his hand over to players to shout outside corner, which means hold down begins and the clock starts ticking. If he can keep him there for the full duration, the referee will call it on. And that's if on, that's 10-point score. James kept him down for the required time, so that's an excellent win for Northern Ireland. The players, as always, are asked to adjust their kit, etiquette, good manners, honour and dignity in victory and defeat in judo, absolutely crucial.
James Reed from Northern Ireland.
Say something.
We've now got Colin Calder from Scotland. We've now got Colin Calder from Scotland and Rodri Morgan from Wales. The coach of Colin is actually his father, Lee Calder, from Scotland, one of the senior coaches and one of the national coaches of the Scottish team.
Our next participant now ready to enter the arena. Please welcome Kate Calder in white, Scotland, and Rory Morgan from Wales in blue.
Welcome Colin Calder from Scotland and Rodri Morgan from Wales. Lee Calder, Colin's coach, his father, and Kerry is the national coach for Wales. As you see, Colin's got a bit of an injury there. The referee always inspects the bandages just to make sure it's perfectly safe. And we're off. battle could be strong, hard, tough, tactical battle.
You want to keep it up?
Colin just moved in there for a self-sacrifice role where he actually throws himself first to be able to throw his opponent. And Roger seems to be working away. He seems to have a bit of a chess plan in his brain there, working out his grips, how he wants to control his partner.
First two ones were a bit better.
Roder's on top now in the groundwork, trying to work in for a strangle and arm lock. Words of advice coming from Lee Calder, the Scottish national coach. So once again, here comes a game of chess with the grips. Breaking the grips, moving the grips, changing the grips, controlling the partner. It's a massive technique from Callan, however Roder had it sussed and he countered in, nearly got a score, setting him to the ground. Interesting fight this one, it seems absolutely nip and tuck. At the moment I can't really say which player's got the advantage. Massive drop below to see an edge of our big shoulder throw there from Callan. And now the referee's waving his arms in a circle to Water. That means he's been told he needs to up his game and start fighting and get some more attacks in. Otherwise he's going to get another penalty. So working around the grips. It just feels as though Kelly's got a big technique coming. It just feels as though he's building up to something. There it is, and that's it! That was a wonderful throw from Callan. Shoulder throw there, all the way down to New Zealand and Australia, that one. Absolutely the easiest score for the referee to get. And the referee wants to attack quite rightly to Callan. That's an extremely powerful statement by Callan. That will send out a little bit of a warning and a wake-up call to his future opponents today. Giants going on to the night now. We've got Kai Francis from Scotland and we've got Jamie Lennox from Scotland as well. What they're able to see is that when there's two players from the same country, neither of the player has a coach match side. That's a gentleman's agreement that most people stick to within the spirit of judo, that when two players are from the same country, you wouldn't go match side to offer advice and coaching and tactical and technical advice during the fight. So these two boys will know each other extremely well, so it's going to be a very, very tactical and technical battle. Referee stopped the fight. Sneaky feeling he's going to give a penalty here. He's not happy. Stuck his arms out straight. That means basically speaking that Jamie is too defensive, too negative, so the referee's telling him to get a move on. A little bit of edge work going on here. That means basically one player is trying to confirm they're playing the edge, which means that the player who's hanging around on the edge, looking a bit negative, could get a penalty from the referee. So as expected, it's very tactical and very technical. And the referee's called a halt again. Unfortunately, this is the way it always is when there's two players from the same country. Once again, the referee points his hands out straight, which means that Jamie's got yet another penalty. Nice little turn in there from Jamie, but decided he didn't feel strong enough, so he got out of there quickly before Kai jumped in for a counter-attack. Kai seems to have a little bit of movement going on here, looks like he's going to pan in for something, but Jamie slotted in there for a big Uchimata in the thigh throw. And again, it's going for more like an old inside technique though. And the two players nearly got off the edge there, so the referee brings it back into the middle. Just over 2 minutes to go. So the one factor we don't know about here is which player is the fittest. Maybe fitness could be the one key that divides the two players. So we'll have to wait and see. When we get down to the last minute, if it stays at age, who is the fittest player, who can produce something in the last few seconds. All the greatest champions in judo, a bit like boxing and in all sports, can you deliver something in the last few seconds? Been once again for Uchimata, working inside the legs, trying to throw his opponent. Both players seem busy under a massive attack. That's a fantastic, wonderful throw from Kai there as they go flying off the mat. We do have 3 metres safety area, but the boys still managed to go off the mat into the advertising board. Who's got a Wazari, that's a huge throw. That now puts Kai massively in front. So there's a lot to do now for Jamie. Just got over 1.5 minutes, still got plenty of time. But taking into consideration there's 2 penalties already, one would suspect there isn't a feeling that he's going to come back. So Jamie now really, there's no option but to throw caution to the wind and to go for it. It does not tight enough, not close enough for that. A winding technique, a Makikomi throw. Still working on the insides of Kai legs there, trying to sweep him away. But you think to yourself, surely Kai is this far in front, is not going to give away this kind of a lead. A Wazari up is like being 3-5-0 up at football or hockey netball. You're not going to give that lead away, or surely not. And now it's an opportunity now for Kai to go to ground. He's probably not going down there with a real intention of scoring. He's going down there to work hard, convince the referee that he is actually doing something, and to tick away 5, 10, possibly 15 seconds. Yep, and the referee's sussed that one out, so he's got the 2 players back up. You'll notice that the atmosphere is always a little bit quiet. It always is when there's 2 players from the same team. Because the area is Team Scotland, they're not here for their clubs, etc. So it's difficult to shot for one Scottish player when there's 2 players. And that's a beautiful self-sacrifice throw there from Jamie. Last ditch attempt, no score though. Referee gets them back up. The referees who are looking at the videos are having a quick look to see if there should or should not be a score. It'd be interesting. I think there's an argument for a UCO 5-point score, or was it just not quite good enough? The referee's got to be satisfied. I think that was a landing on the face from what I can see on the monitor, so I don't think there's going to be a score. So 30 seconds now. This is it for now, Jamie. He's just going to go 100%. And Kai, within the rules, has got to evade and avoid. Oh my goodness me, we have a nightmare situation here. Kai apparently has touched and grabbed Jamie's trouser legs below the belt. In judo, if you apply a technique with your hands and touching and throwing your opponent, touching their legs, it's automatically a disqualification. To say that is an absolute disaster and a little bit harsh, I have to say. It'd be nice to see the video evidence again, because I didn't see it. Lee Calder, quite rightly, the national coach for Scotland, has moved in to say, excuse me, can I have a little look at that? And so that seemed extremely harsh, and to be perfectly honest, it ruined a pretty good fight there. It was an extremely good fight. Lee Calder, Bill Taggart from Northern Ireland, the senior referee here today, along with many other senior international referees.
Lee, was that right?
A quick chat with Big Lee Calder. away with the grips. They've got the grips. A lot of pushing, a lot of pushing. Looking for the action reaction from their opponent to see if there's an opening. Matthew decides to break the grip off there and starts again. Probably felt that he was under control from Christopher. Seems very open this far. I'm not quite sure which player's got a plan and what their plan is. It seems very, very loose, very, very open. As if either player could go, and there's a huge technique. Sort of a counter, a tiny tossing like a valley drop throw straight onto Matthew's back, and he's got it with Harry, so he's 7 points up, which is a huge lead in judo. Go back to work, they go now. So Christopher now can decide, am I going to be positive and go for the all-out win, or am I going to look after that Wazari, that 7-point score, protect it, as he's doing now as he tries to go to ground. But Matthew's decided to take the initiative on the ground. He's working their way there. Dave Harrison, the referee, he's observing and watching everything, and he's satisfied that nothing is happening there. So he gets 2 players back up again. There's quite a long way to go in the fight. It's a long time for Christopher to protect the Wazari, the 7-point win. Score that is good so far. And what is Matthew going to come up with? He's working on his right-handed shoulder throw there is Matthew, which leads straight into groundwork. Seems so Matthew's comfortable down on the ground, but it doesn't look as though he's got an awful lot of control there. And he hasn't, so the referee brings them back up. The players are asked to tidy up their judo kits, or judogas as we refer to them. And the kits come undone. The referees will, when it's a natural break, ask the players to put their kits back in order, so that it's fair for everybody. Quite a tricky little move there from Matthew, and oh, what a wonderful technique. Well, I would have to say I thought that was Ippon. That was a fabulous technique. Left-handed Sayatoshi, made famous by Neil Adams, our greatest ever judo player. He's moving in for an arm lock now, so he can stretch the arm out. And Christopher has submitted. The referee calls Ippon. Well, who would have thought that? Christopher was winning by Wazari, looked as though he was coasting, and Matthew came in, threw him with a beautiful left-handed Sayatoshi Wazari. And then linked in, we have a thing called automatic link up, where you throw somebody straight into the ground, carry on into the ground, linking a bit like in football. If you've got defence and attack in the midfield, you've got your transition, and just to make sure that everything's okay, the medical team come on, have a look at Christopher. I'm sure he'll be absolutely fine. The referee gives this into Matthew, and I would say that was one of the best fights we've seen so far. That was an excellent result. We had a Wazari throw for Christopher, a Wazari throw for Matthew, and then he moved in to finish the job off on the ground with an arm lock, Judo Katana, cross straight arm lock. It's been the UK School Games. We're very honoured and very privileged. We have the best medical provision we could possibly hope for, and so to make sure the welfare of the players is absolutely paramount. The medical team will take Christopher off, have a quick look at his arm just to make sure he's perfectly fine to carry on for some more fights later on in the day, which I'm sure he will do.
So,
now, moving back to the naked off players. These young ladies are under 48 kilos. We've got Darcy Hancock from England and Sharon Madroska from England as well. And I really think myself, once you have 2 players from the same country, chances are they won't know each other inside out. So it's going to be fast and furious and very tactical. Both weighing each other up and sweeps of the feet, just weighing each other up, seeing what they can work out from their opponents, their strengths and weaknesses, are there any gaps? And the groundwork at the moment. attacking and who got the score. We had techniques flying in and we had chances being executed, and I think we've come to the conclusion there that that was a no score. To be honest with you, I think it'd be difficult to give that score either way. So the referees have left it. They've had a quick look on the monitors and decided to let the players crack on. That's a nice technique there from Darcy, moving in left-handed, doing more than one technique at a time, and now she's moving in on the groundwork. She's looking for the arm lock. She's decided to move into a hold down, and she's changed it now. Very important when you're on the ground. I mean, judo, one door shuts, another door opens. So just because one thing doesn't look as though it's working, you then move on to another move. Referee's had enough, brings them back up, and they're off again. Darcy definitely seems to be doing most of the attacking. It doesn't look as though either of the players is really moving in for the big score here. Someone's going to have to come up with something. Lots of tentative footwork going on, trying to unsettle their opponents and see if there is an opening. So the referee's had enough and he's given Sean a warning, what we call a wind up, which means basically get on with it. And what tends to happen once a player gets a wind up, referees somehow or another, either consciously or not, seem to give the second penalty quicker than the first one. So really Sean needs to up their ante and start to put some positive attacks in. Is that a score? That was so near to a score. This is a golden opportunity now for Darcy to move into groundwork. I thought she had an arm lock on there, so she's lost it. Sharon has managed to pull her arm away and tuck it in for safety. And now Darcy's now moving around. She's back latched onto the arm again. It's all about control is groundwork. And Sharon's managed to wriggle around onto her stomach, which means it can't be a hold down. You need to have your opponent on their back. And now Darcy, has she or has she not? The referee's there, yes, he's given it. So that means Darcy is currently winning, but Sharon has managed to wriggle onto her front, onto her stomach, so the referee waves it off. And I don't believe there was enough seconds there for a hold down or for any scores. Yep, we've got a equal out that, so we did get a score. A lot of people were questioning that, where the score was given for that hold down, not believing it was on long enough, and quite rightly the referee has now waved it off. Once again the referee's called Matt here, so it looks as though somebody's going to get a penalty. The interesting is that I've decided that Sharon was being defensive there. He stuck his left arm out straight, which means she was basically defending her partner and pushing her away from it and being very negative. Wondering why there's so many penalties in judo now. The idea is to keep our sport in the Olympic Games, so it's upright, it's exciting for the non-judo public and family to understand how exciting judo really is, whereas what the International Judo Federation are doing to ensure that we stay in the Olympic Games is not to have two players bent over double and people who are watching judo on TV can't really see what's happening. Unfortunately, as you saw there on Sharon's expression on her face, she's a little bit confused as to why she's being penalised and what for. But as with judo, we do pride ourselves in our etiquette, as we refer to it, and conduct. You'd never see a judo player challenging a referee. You certainly wouldn't see them talking to a referee or objecting. It's just not acceptable in judo. Not the most exciting fight in the world, but Darcy won't mind really, that means she's through. She's doing Sharon.
Let's welcome our next two competitors onto the mat. Imogen Walsh from Scotland and
Wales is from the famous Sporting Judo Club, run by Pete Gardner and John Buchanan, both living legends in Judo. Peter is a major international organiser of some of the best camps that he'll ever go on. John Buchanan, Olympian. John Buchanan went on to win the World Championships in 2001 in Munich. And he's the coach of Imogen. So let's see if some of what John used to be able to produce has been passed on to Imogen. That was a nice technique there, moving in left-handed. And Erin is from Clyde Judo Club, and her coach is Susie Wright, who was here this weekend as one of the national coaches. Very tight, tactical again. Just throwing in some exploratory foot sweeps to see if she can feel a weakness. Is there an advantage she can take? And there's a penalty for Imogen. The referee did the wind up, so that means she needs to up her game a little bit and start putting some more positive attacks in. And Erin now can make a decision. Does Erin attack and make Imogen look more negative to see if Imogen can get another penalty, or does she contain her and also look for another penalty? Referee brings them up off the ground, off the mat. Again, both players working away with the feet, and that's is that a score? Not quite a score. Hard luck there. Sleeve shoulder throw there from Erin. And now she's moving in for groundwork, but it feels as though she's going to get nowhere. And she's conscious of the time because it's under 2 minutes now, so she's not going to go to ground unless she feels as though there's a result. Some nice footwork, nice movement there from Imogen. Just feel as though she opened up a little bit more. There would be a positive result. Referee calls them up again. And Imogen gets another wind up, which was a bit curious there, because I thought she was attacking left-handed Italian toss a few times. I was quite surprised at that. But we do have referees here, they're all highly experienced, they've all been there, seen them done it. Huge throw there from Erin, opened up with a big thick throw, her own specialised version of it. I certainly wouldn't call it the classic one, but she's got a UCO 5-point score, so interesting times now. This fight's at an interesting stage now. Somebody's got a little bit of looks like a broken nail or something, so they bring the medical team on. Very strong. Gary Uchimata inside, working away on the inside of Erin's legs to try and lift her over and throw. Erin then counters that and puts in footwork and leg work, just trying to unsettle her opponent all the time. And that's a good technique. Now that went round the reverse way. Was that a score? Was that not a score? It's a close one. Bill Taggart from Northern Ireland, the chairman of Northern Ireland Judo Federation referee, is looking on the monitor. He's decided no score, and the referee gives another penalty to Erin. Referee's going to fight again. And has given Imogen the penalty now for going near the area. You're not allowed to go to the edge unless there's a genuine reason to do that, because it's classed as negative, and in judo, want people to go for it, get the grip and big techniques, big throws, and make it exciting. Another attack from Erin. Went to the ground, just bounced straight back up again. The reason why they bounced straight back up again is because the both players know that ideally they need to get another score on the table. They need to get another score so that they'll take the lead. This one's going to be interesting now. The referee stopped the fight again, and is he going to give another penalty? Yes, he is, but not to Imogen, who will be in trouble if she gets another one. Erin has now got another penalty. So, that looked like was that a score? That certainly looked like a score to me. I would have thought maybe a Yuko, a 5-point score. It's the end of the fight, so the players adjust their kit, make sure that everything's in order. And we'll just wait for the referee to give the result. And that's a win for Erin from Scotland against Imogen, also from Scotland.
That's a win for Erin from Scotland. Please welcome our next new competitors onto the mat. It's Kirsty Marsh from Scotland and Anna Davies from Wales.
So Kirsty Marsh from Scotland, and we've got Owen Davison from Wales, and as you can see the atmosphere immediately went up because we've got two players from two different countries. So the atmosphere is back up again now. Scotland versus Wales, the two Celtic nations against each other. So it was interesting. It's fast, it's furious, there's a lot of action going on. Nice little technique then. So the referee's given a Yuko 5-point score there when Kirsty threw Anwin onto her side, and Anwin Kirsty immediately moved in for a hold down, or psychoma that we call it, where she keeps her opponent on the back, and that looks pretty strong to me. I think Anwin's going to struggle to get out of that hold down. That was absolutely beautiful from Kirsty, immediately throwing her palm straight into the ground, automatic link up. And then Anwin's not giving up there, she's twisting and turning, but unfortunately it's all a little bit too late, and that's an excellent, powerful win from Kirsty Marsh from Scotland. So the referee gives a decision to Kirsty Marsh. Very impressive win, very, very impressive win indeed.
Please welcome our next new competitors. In white, Shannon Davies from Wales, and in blue, Molly Gee from England.
So we've got Shannon Davis here from Wales, and we've got Molly Gee from England. Already. Again from the South Judo Club, coached by Adrian Duff. from Carter, who's coached by Tom Hughes. Her favourite technique is Tai Toshi body drop. Oh, that's a wonderful technique with Harry. Awful technique, maybe it's work a little bit more. It doesn't really matter because Molly has moved straight into a hold down. Minigitami chest hold, loads of control there. She keeps her body position in the right place. And I don't think Shanna's going anywhere, to be perfectly honest. She's wriggling and she's struggling and she's trying, to her credit, but to be honest with you, it's game, set and match. I can't see her getting that hold down. No chance. But very, very powerful win again there for Molly. After those very, very quiet and attritional, tactical and technical fights, we've now been treated to 2 or 3 fights where it's very exciting, loads of throwing, loads of hold downs. Once you get players from different countries, that's when the fights really open up. From Scotland, and we got Chloe Gowan from England. I think everybody's expecting this to be a big fight. You can feel the atmosphere already. I think this is one of the bouts that people are really looking forward to. Laura looks very cool, very calm. There's also trying to control the fight. Chloe seems a little bit more active, moving around a little bit more. Side stomach throw there, attempt there from Laura Tamagi. They close straight into the ground there to take advantage of Laura going to ground. She seems very confident and strong down there. Laura's just tidying up like a little leg jog to make sure she can't get beaten on the ground there for an arm lock and a strangle. So the referee's had enough. As we got them back up, you can see that nothing has been happening on the ground. Optimistic attack there from Chloe. Sweep off the movement there. I'm not quite sure if people would pass it as within the spirit of Judo, but the referee lets it go. Maybe it was just instinct. Referee stops the fight. And sad enough, it feels as though Chloe is just deliberately defending off her hands, and that's a little bit more positivity. Get the grip, get the counter thrown, and let's have some big scores. Moving around, some nice little footwork there. see if I'm going to groundwork. 1 minute to go. If there was any score or any description, would win this fight. Norway again goes for a very, very weak technique this time. I think a lot of people were looking for the penalty there for her. Oh, it's gone to ground, but neither player looks as though they're going to penetrate each other's defences on the ground. We're down to a minute, and it does feel as though the next penalty, the next mistake by a player, Laura gets another penalty. So is there another score, or is it going to be another penalty that's going to decide this fight? It could go either way. Another lunging attack from Chloe, and again, to be honest with you, it didn't really look as though it's going to throw anybody, but it convinces the referee that she's putting some work in. Lawrence decided to try on the ground, but getting nowhere. Because Matter before Chloe decided she fancied a bit of a go. It's not pretty, but it is attritional. This is the UK School Games, so it is an elite event. We don't expect many easy wins for people. Anthony and Susan giving advice, but I'm not quite sure what advice you can give at this stage. Watch your seconds. This is it now. This feels as though any penalty, any score will win this fight now. It could be all about who makes a mistake, not necessarily who's the most positive. Right, good technique, more obviously fancy going to groundwork, so she's done that. She's got her legs in, she's controlling, she's containing Chloe, she's working hard to produce a strangle like a Jimmy. Make a strangle that she's moving into to see if she can get Chloe to submit. Bill's give it, Bill, tag it, the referee's giving all the time possible, but he's decided that it's going nowhere. Now, the last 5 seconds of the fight. This is it now, do or die. Is somebody going to make a mistake, or is somebody going to come out with a piece of brilliance? Sometimes the two there wins in the dying seconds. Neither player has made a penalty, Chloe. That's the best attack that Chloe's come up with. They almost got a score, and now it's come to the end of normal time. So, the players psych themselves up. Into golden score. It's the first one we've had of the day. It's very, very tense. If anything happens now, whether it's a score or it's a penalty, that's it. We've got it again with a drop shoulder throw, but doesn't really look as though it's going to throw Laura. Laura once again feels confident about going into ground, looking for a strangle or an arm lock to make her opponent submit or possibly a hold down. Both working away. Bill once again, as a good referee does, allows the play some time. It's obvious that he's not going to get anywhere there because both defences are strong. So Tom gets him back up again. Okay, who's going to come up with something special here? Something similar to say, who's going to come up with something special and who's not going to make a mistake? The exercise fight's not win by a penalty. That's all it comes down to, the nice and brilliant. Shoulder throw there from Laura. 3 She's got her arm through onto Ray's right arm. She's using her legs for the power and the control and control. She's working away. I'm not sure how much longer Christina will be allowed on the ground, and yes, that's right, no target's had enough. She's got the book. That's a little bit of a warning there for Ray. She's got to remember that now that Christina is very sharp and very keen to move in for the arm. Double-sided grip there. Beautiful movement there from Ray. Well, that was a wonderful counter there from Christina for Rosario. That's 7 points. So it's 7 points to Christina, 5 points to Ray. And just a little bit too near the edge, which is a shame because Christina was going straight to the groundwork there. Goalie's putting loads of advice there while he can do. I'm not quite sure which way it's going to go. And the referee's given a penalty there to Christina for going to the outside of the area for no reason. Lovely, beautiful shoulder throw attempt there from Christina, but Ray was equal to it and quite skillfully avoiding technique. Ray's driving over Christina now, trying to get into a hold down, get her onto her back. Christina retaliates, and now she looks as though she's taking advantage. On the groundwork, it's all about power, control, keeping everything tight. Referee's satisfied nothing is going to happen, it's not going to be a result. Christina will be asked to put on her belt. If one of the players' belt comes off at the appropriate time, that doesn't interfere with the fight, the referee will ask the players to put their belts back on. So, interesting fight this one, with lots of technique, beautiful attempt there from Ray. Nearly throwed her opponent, so she continues into the groundwork. Christina's obviously very comfortable on the ground. I'm not sure if Christina's actually going to take the advantage now. She's working hard. She can get away from his legs right now. Oh, dear me. The referee didn't see it. Ray was on the verge of applying an arm lock there to Christina, but unfortunately, the referee was on the wrong side and couldn't see it. It was a shame that there. That was a huge shame there. Lee Calder, the Scottish national referee, understandably not very happy with that decision. To be honest with you, I think he's got a point. That's a fabulous score, that's at least. Well, Bill Taggart giving the Luca, that's a 5-point score. A little bit disingenuous there. I would have thought that was a Rosario personally. They're monitoring the screen again. So Dave Harrison and Roger Bostock, two highly experienced referees, looking at the monitor, but they seem to be happy with it. Well, let's see, I think Rose had a bit of a rough deal in this fight, so let's see what she can come up with in the last minute or so. Regardless what the referee does or does not do, you're not going to let that affect you. You're going to get on with your fight, take it on the chin. There's a famous saying in Judo, you win some, you lose some, and they even up in the end. Christina moving in on the groundwork, she's moving in on Laura's left arm. It all seems very tight. I think we're in a stalemate on the ground there, but expect the referee best result. Looking too bad, there's a little bit of a hush and silence after that contest. I think a lot of people feel as though Ray was a little bit hard done today.
That was a win for Christina Kelso from England. The next contest on the mat is James Reed in white from Northern Ireland, and in blue, Kai Francis from Scotland.
Lads, Phil. Phil. Lads.
So, we've now got the big lads on now. We've got James Reed from Northern Ireland and Kay Francis from Scotland. Both explosive players, and as you can see, it's already a fast and dynamic fight. James is throwing in some footwork there to work out Kai's balance. Kai's moving around. Judo's a whole body sport. Everything's connected. They're working away, testing each other out. Looking for the opportunity, looking to gain an advantage. Referee brings them back. Hopefully he's not going to give them a penalty here, or he's going to give both a penalty to wind them up. He's only giving it to James from Northern Ireland. Scott Main, the Northern Ireland coach, once again, she's thinking a little bit baffled on that one. And if you don't like to criticise our referees, I think Scott's a bit of a point there. So James is up in the ante a little bit now. He's going to go for it and try and make Kai look a little bit negative. He takes Kai to the edge, a little knockdown, but not good enough for the score. So Kai's back in now. You can see the power. Oh, beautiful footwork there from James, and he's got a lovely torso to Gary, minor out to sweep. So 5-point score. The referee's a bit slow there, but he's got to hold down on now. They are out of the red area now. James has got to keep Kai on the green mat. So if Kai manages to escape off the green mat, the referee will have to call it, and James will win. So Kai's got to wriggle onto his stomach, he's got to tap James's legs, but to be honest with you, James is powerful, he's strong, and that's an easy win for him in the end. Excellent win, very, very impressive from James. Let's see what he can come up with for the rest of the day. I think Kai be a bit disappointed there. I got the impression from Kai earlier on that he thought he was going to be on a winner. So, Roger Bostock, the referee, is going to give the decision to James Reed from Northern Ireland.
That's a win for James Reed from Northern Ireland.
Very impressive, excellent.
Let's welcome our next two competitors, Kaylee Calder in white from Scotland, and in blue, Matthew Boyce from England.
So now we've got Scotland versus England. Kaylee Calder from Scotland and Matthew Boyce from England. Big Lee Calder, that's Colin's dad, is Matt side on the coach's chair. And for Matthew Boyce, we've got Nicole Nunn coming in again. As you can see, Matthew Boyce has got a bandage on. Beautiful, what we call a self-sacrifice throw, where you throw yourself to throw your opponent. That's a 5-point score. That means you managed to get Colin onto his side for 5 points. Oh, beautiful footwork there. Diashi Barai, Koso to Gary, a little sweep there of the legs. And then there's a beautiful 7-point score now. Colin's moving in for the arm lock. Yuji Katami push straight arm lock, he's contained him with his legs. Oh, that was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic there from Matthew. What Matthew showed there was just how powerful and strong he really is. Because it looked as though Colin actually had the arm lock out there. So that's an interesting one to look for. Let's see how powerful this young man is. A little bit of this, a little bit of that going on. Very tight, very close. Either player wants to give anything away. Yeah, big lovely movement there from Colin. He takes Matthew to the ground, didn't score with the throw, and once again he's moving in for the arm lock. A little bit ingenuous from the referee there. I think Callum was fancying a little bit more time on the ground because he did have his arm linked in. There's a penalty here for Matthew. That means he needs to up his action. He needs to get on the move a little bit and start putting some positive attacks in. Which he is doing. A little bit tentative. And that's a massive throw. Sorted with the sleeves. Oh, what a wonderful technique. I would say that's the best throw we've seen today. Absolutely so fluent, so natural. Oh, and lo and behold, well, it looks as though Big Lee Calder will have to come back because it looks as though they were going to give a Wazari. Looks as though Dave Harrison and Paul Tansey look as though they want to Wazari. No, the referee's going to give a nip on. Quite rightly so. I would have said that was the best technique we've seen so far. So it's a hip on all the way for me, maximum full points. Matthew has just picked himself up from Australia, to be honest with you. Judo coaches and colleagues like myself who heads up the excellent England programme for all the young players coming through in our cadet system and pre-cadet systems. And then we've got Jamie Rennick from Scotland once again to lead Calder. And coach for Scotland's Matt Sarge. You see the power of these young men. Very strong, very tense. Not a lot of movement. It's almost as if they're having a bit of an arm wrestle between themselves there. Self-sacrifice throw being thrown in there by Harry. A little bit optimistic. I think it was more just to convince the referee he's interested in trying to throw. Bit of leg work there from Harry, trying to offset and balance his opponent. The Jamie's having none of it. Very negative so far this fight, and referee quite rightly has stopped him. Looks like a penalty, not sure if it's going to be one or both. It's only one for Jamie. That's probably because Harry did they get that attacking earlier on. Yeah, no, it's kind of from Jamie. At least he's rocking his opponent. What the referee's looking for. But any action that moves your opponent off balance, and at least you're showing some kind of positivity, and you're rocking your opponent. Just feels like the referee's looking for something here, wants something more to happen, or we're going to see some more penalties. So we've gone to the edge again. Nobody's fault, it's all within the action, so the referee will just bring them back to the middle. It's definitely a 0-0 stalemate situation here, whether we're going to get a flash of brilliance or it's just going to be a war of attrition through the whole fight. Who knows? Another self-sacrifice throw from Harry, but we'll have to say it was a little bit weak. And is the referee going to class it as a false attack? Not good enough. Yes, he is. So Harry's got a penalty now. They've got a penalty. So Jamie gets another one. So it's 2-1 now. So Jamie's still losing, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it looks as though this is where this fight's going to be. An attritional 0-0, bit of a grind, but who knows? Maybe there's some billions to come. Yeah, left-handed technique from there, Harry. He's not done that one before in this contest. That was something new. So the referee will be impressed with that. So we'll be thinking Harry's had an attack. Is Jamie putting some attacks in if he isn't? And he could be looking at another penalty. Yeah, massive attack there. That was beautiful. Absolutely fabulous from Harry. He's got a Wazari score. That's a 7-point throw. It wasn't a full point. It was because there was a little bit of a gap now. Dave Harrison and Paul Tansey, the monitoring referees, are looking at an hip-on. To be honest with you, I thought there was a little bit of a gap. I thought the referee got that one absolutely right, to be perfectly honest. There was definitely a little bit of a gap. Excellent, yeah, I totally agree with the senior referee and Roger Bossett there. There was a little bit of a gap. So therefore the fight continues. But Harry now, oh, absolutely sensational foot sweep there from Harry. Easily the best throw we've seen so far. That was all about skill, that was all about timing. You can't plan those kind of techniques. That was pure natural instinct there from Harry. If you asked him now what technique he did, he probably wouldn't be able to tell you. That was pure genius. Easily the best technique we've seen so far today. Left-handed as well. Jamie, can have no argument there. That was an absolutely superb technique. Congratulations, Harry. Lovely judo. Nice to see it.
Paul, sit down. This one here, it's not moving up the results.
Next question is good answer to that. Robbery order from Wales to White.
I'm around here now, it's not moving up. Because I can't see the next line now. It's frozen, it was moving right. What's happening there? Back on now, cheers. Thank you.
Basically, the cable got pulled out.
Okay.
So this is Darcy and
The only thing I can think of is Christopher Bezic was being kids, so I'm not sure about that.
Okay, so the next set of competitors. In white, Gatsby Gordon from Scotland. And in blue, Darcy Hancock from England.
Here we go, we've got Jasmine Gordon from Scotland and we've got Darcy Hancock from England. Both girls look very much up for this fight. It's fast and furious with the hands. Jasmine throws the technique in. Darcy answers with some leg work. Beautiful self-sacrifice throw from Jasmine there. Ryoko Toshi side throw. 5-point score immediately into the hold down. The referee puts his hand shots off like the hold down begins, the clock starts for the hold down. And Jasmine looks very, very powerful and strong there. She's looking up, that means she's in total control. But Darcy's definitely not giving up, she's turning, she's twisting, she's using the weight of her legs. But that's no good, it's not enough. And that was impressive. Impressive from Jasmine. Beautiful hold down, a bit of a kazuri technique of Tammy, a bit like a variation of her traditional technique. Excellent. Oh, Darcy has taken that one on the chin. I'm not quite sure Darcy thought that was going to happen today.
That was a win for Gatsby Gordon from Scotland. Our next two competitors come up to the mat. Imogen Walls from Scotland in white. And Shannon Boroska from England in blue.
So here comes Imogen Walls from Scotland and Sam Bobraska from England. There's plenty of atmosphere being built up here. There's lots of atmosphere. They played a chant in a row, trying to create a lovely atmosphere. We've got one match only here, the UK School Games, so it's just like a boxing ring really. It's just a fantastic cauldron effect. All the focus is onto the one mat and the one mat only. Oh, fantastic Uchinata. What a wonderful technique. In the side throw there. Once the boss up the referee has given Masari a 7-point score. And immediately Shah moves into the hold down. For an outside Komi. Unfortunately I can't see the hold down due to the training officials. And the English team are stamping away. You can see their Joe. And that's it. Game, set and match. Two Harry's. 270 to 10 in judo, as you know. That was a beautiful, fabulous throw. Forwards Harry straight into the hold down. Absolutely classic contest judo. Unfortunately, it looks as though Imogen's taken a little bit of a bump on the shoulder. So hopefully she'll go to the medical team and make sure she's as right as ready to come back on for her next fight. Very impressive, very good. Val, the national coach there for England, quite rightly congratulates Sean for an excellent victory there. And the atmosphere is right up here again. It's Scotland, Kirsten Ash against Chloe Gowan. This is going to be fast. You can see that both girls are both very, very dynamic, very positive. And Kirsten seems to have got the dominant grip first. Chloe's moving around, moving in for an attack to try and break the grip, which she has done. You can see there's quite a height difference here. No such thing as a perfect height, size, weight. Oh, what a wonderful technique. Fantastic reaction, technique there. Tire toss the old Gossy tight throw to the right for 7 points. Moves straight in for the hold down, which she's got on. Nearly a score. In fact, it looks like the referee's going to give up on here anyway, quite rightly so. It was a fabulous technique. So quite rightly, the Dave Harris and Paul Sainsbury had a look at the old monitor and unanimously agreed that the technique was so fast, so powerful, with so much impetus, and Chloe landed nearly on the back, so therefore it's Ippon all the way. That's a fantastic win for Kirsty. Very fast reactions indeed. Well, we're being treated to some wonderful judo here this morning. We've only had 1 golden score, so that's excellent.
Spectators, snap your feet. The next contest is coming up to the mat. In white, Shannon Davis from Wales. And in blue, Christina Kelso from England.
Well, we're moving on now. Fast and Furious, we've got Shannon Davis from Wales, Christina Kelso from England. And we've got Joe Meelan, who's match side for Shannon from Wales, herself a former top international. And Shannon quite foolishly there, just standing off to the edge of the mat there, and the referee can't let us know it's enough to give the penalty. You can only go off the mat to the edge if it's all part of the action. Shannon's gone to ground there. Christina likes the knee razzle, she likes the groundwork, so she's working away, looking for an arm, looking for strong legs. Roger's had enough, so the referee gets them back up. So off they go again. Shannon seems to be the most assertive when she's going for a grip, but Christina seems to be the one who's actually got the control. Excellent attempt there. That was a really good entry there from Shannon Davis going in for Uchimata in a fire throw. Christina, once again, as we've noticed before, she likes her groundwork. She's working away there, but not going anywhere, so the referee gets them back up again. Excellent, you could see that. That was an Ouchigari. Major inside reaping technique there from Christina. No score from the referee, I think some people wanted one. Back to the middle. Shannon Davis is looking towards Joe Meelan, her coach, for a little bit of inspiration. A little bit early on in the fight. In fact, we've got 3 minutes to go, so there's plenty of time. Oh, what a wonderful, beautiful technique there. Absolutely fabulous. Ouchigari in a sweeping throw. Not quite flat at the back. But she gets a 7-point throw, so we've got a commanding lead now with Christina. So does she contain the fight or does she go for the kill to finish it off? We'll have to wait and see. Because at the moment, oh, absolutely fantastic. Oh, what a beautiful technique. Ouchigari. Inside block. That was very impressive with Christina. Dominant, loads of throwing, loads of attacking. Shannon Davis, unfortunately for that one, I don't think she was in with the shot. Yeah, good. That was excellent. We'll see how Christina moves on then for the next fight.
Let's welcome our next two competitors on the ground. In white,
Great Nation go to war again. It's Laura Hewitt against Scotland and Anwen Davies for Wales. Oh, there's a bit of a flop and drop there from Anwen Davies, but the referee gave her the benefit of the doubt. Fortunately didn't give her a penalty. I think it was accidental. Laura Hewitt, just as previous fights, quite happy to go to the groundwork. So look for that, look at the strangle, the referee gets him back up again, and the back up strangle again. The second time that Anwen's gone down there, I'm not quite sure the referee's going to put too much more of that. If she drops like that again, I think she'll be in trouble. But Laura's throwing in the techniques. That's quite close there. You can throw outside the area, as long as the technique is all part of the action, you will get away with it. Yeah, I thought that was coming there. Anwen's got a penalty there for going to the edge without good cause. And Anwen is now moving into ground, which is going to have to be quick, otherwise the referee's going to get them back up again. Doesn't look as though she's getting anywhere. Quite rightly, Roger Boss said the referee gets them back up again. So the fight continues now. Anwen always appears to get quite a strong dominant grip, and then Laura is finding a self-sacrifice to get out of the grip. And now they're moving to the groundwork. Laura looks pretty positive thing. She's moved in, and she's got a very Kezigatami, a variation of a scarf hold. It looks pretty strong. Anwen is absolutely busting her gut to get out of that hold down. She is fighting really hard, moving her legs to build up momentum. But for me, looks like Laura's got it on chest to chest. It's looking strong. Wow, that was outstanding. She got out the hold down. But it looks like an arm lock, and that's it. Well done. That was absolutely wonderful groundwork from Laura. She had the hold down on, although she lost the hold down, as the going says. One door shuts, another door opens. Instead of sulking and giving up, she immediately moved into an arm lock, which Anwen had no option but to submit. Excellent. That's what we like to see from these young players. That bodes well for the future. When they move on to really tough, hard senior competition. Excellent work. From Scotland. And we've got Kirsty Feenan, one of the national coaches from Scotland, Matt Side. And we've also got Molly Gay and Matt Navarro, national coach for England. And Matt Side. It's pretty close and open at the moment. They're trying to look on the ground, but not particularly successful. So Dave Harrison, the referee, gets it up. There's a little bit more action. Funny movement. Oh yes, that's a nice movement there from Molly. Got her partner moving away. Strong legs now. She's moving into the groundwork, trying to control and contain her partner with her legs. She's looking for an arm. Which arm can she look for? Is she moving for an arm lock, or is she going in for a hold down? Is it 50-50? Unfortunately, a little bit too long on the ground, so the referee gets played back up, restarts the fight. Plenty of time left in the fight, under 3 minutes. Good, and Molly's moving in really well with those left-handed techniques, but just not finishing a complete throw to get a score. Ray once again is working away in the groundwork, looking for the arm, now she's looking for the other arm. And the players get back up again. Quite wide open at the moment, this fight. Good grip. Molly looks very positive. Once she gets that left arm over and strong, she looks as though she could throw her partner. It's just not quite happening at the moment. As mentioned before, if the belt comes off at an appropriate time, the players will be asked to tie their belts properly so it's all perfectly safe and legal and above board, so that both players have a fair advantage. Lots of work there, lots of energy coming from Molly Game, just perhaps not the finished product. Certainly been the more positive, the more aggressive, quite rightly so, which sort of justifies what we were just saying there, because Ray's just got a penalty for not attacking enough, and then put all credit to her, she's now just thrown in a good technique as well. No score though, but at least she's telling the referee I'm up for this, and then having a go. Molly goes back again, lots of left-handed techniques, rolling the hips, trying to get her partner over. Yes, and again, excellent technique. I just feel as though if Molly had a little bit more of a grip, a little bit more control of her opponent, she could definitely throw for the big 10. Moved into there, and between Molly flop and drop there, I'm not quite sure. Quite right, the Ray's got another penalty for inactivity. I don't think you can point the referee for that one. And Molly has been putting all the attacks in. While she's not scoring, she's putting attacks in. Once again, Molly's belt's come undone. Not a good idea to have your belt come undone all the time, because it doesn't really put you in the good books with the referee. You just get the referees on your side. And the ball trying to give good inspiration to Molly there with advice for the coach's chair. Molly goes for the big grip over the top, trying to move in once again. Ray's put a few more attacks in, which is good. It's nice to see. That's what we want to see, a few more attacks from Ray. And Molly sticks another one in. It's not the prettiest of fights. So hopefully somewhere along the line someone's going to get the grip that they want so they can break the partner's balance and move in for their big throw. Molly seems to be obsessed with that overarm grip, trying to get a partner over, but it's not enough control. Ray's now moved into the groundwork. Yes, beautiful. Unfortunately, Ray did not land on her side or her back, so it's no score. Once again, quite rightly so, Ray has got another penalty for not attacking, and I don't really think Ray can complain about that. Kirsty, in the coaching chair there, is trying to do her best. Oh my goodness me, who would have believed that? That is a shot. Well, goodness me, it just shows you, especially in Judo, you never quite know what's going to happen. If somebody told me Ray was going to throw Molly, so was Ali, at this stage of the fight, and he was falling over laughing at you. But Molly came forward, and Ray instinctively spun around with a hip-tight technique onto Molly's back. Not quite the full throw for the 10 points. doesn't want to get another penalty. Well, goodness me. Absolutely fantastic stuff. I'd like to see that technique again, because it almost looked like a fully pond to me, but never mind. Ray won't complain because he's won the fight. And to be honest with you, 20 seconds ago, I don't believe she would have believed that herself. Excellent. That's what we want to see. Total unpredictability. That's the best thing about judo. There's no guarantees.
Okay.
Let's welcome next week of Western Arena. In white, we have James Reed from Northern Ireland, and in blue, Jamie Renwick from Scotland.
So, we're back onto the mat now. We have the big man, just 81 kilos. We've got James Reed from Northern Ireland, from the famous Miracle Judo Club, which was formed 30 odd years ago by Billy Colton, Alan Colton, Scott Main took over, making us feel very old seeing Scott Main, since I used to coach him in the 80s and 90s. And we're also looking at Jamie Renwick, who's coached by Lee Kohler and Matt Sy, one of the Scottish national coaches. James Reed has had a fantastic day so far. Jamie Renwick in and out there. He seems very, very focused as Jamie. He's got a little penalty there. Don't really worry too much about that. It's very early fight. James has got the grip he wants, and it's very much in control. He's got the belt, which is strong. He's come up with a lovely technique there. He's got a 5-point score for it. He's now moving in for the hold down, the Osai Komi. He's got the arm really, really strong, and he's containing his opponent with the arm only, which is quite unusual. So it's a bit of a variation of a traditional technique, which I like to see. And what you may find is Jamie will be looking for his leg. If he can control James's leg, he'll be get out the hold down and that's it. It just shows you how powerful James is to be able to contain his opponent just by controlling the arm. That was excellent. Very strong and very impressive indeed.
That's a win to James Reed from Northern Ireland.
Hello, it's just me. Sorry, 2 seconds. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
The next two competitors coming onto the mat are Darcy Hancock in white from England, and in blue, Erin Pennon from Scotland.
We're doing fine,
So
by
we
the
now
way.
got the female undercoach judo category, Darcy Hancock from England,
Come through a second.
versus Erin Pennon from Scotland. Reviewing Oliver, one of our national coaches. And Susan Knight, national coach from Scotland, Matt Side, in the coach's chair. We can see what plan they've come up with for their players. Their players fighting for their own particular grips. Neither of them looking to get a favourite grip at the moment. It's Justin. Lovely little bit of movement there from Darcy. She didn't get the score, but she has moved in for the groundwork. Unfortunately, looks as though she had Erin's collar across her face, which you're not allowed to do in judo. You're not allowed to touch any part of the face. That's against the rules. Very important to remember in judo, we never aim to injure or hurt our opponent. We never strike, kick or punch, anything like that. I just feel as though Darcy's got some clever footwork going on there, and you feel as though she can unsettle Erin, which might set her up to launch into a major technique. a little bit subdued at the moment. Still looking for us to find an opening. Both players are trying. I feel as though Darcy's a little bit of an advantage here, I'm not totally sure. So the players set to battle again. In judo, it's all about the grip, no judo. Both players trying to unsettle each other with some footwork. So once again the referee will stop the fight to allow Aaron to put a belt on. Can't compete without a belt on. I just feel as though the players need to open up a little bit here. That's a penalty there for being defensive, being a little bit negative. So that might just spur Darcy on really to open up a little bit, because I feel as though she's got the big throw there for this particular contest. Lovely footwork again, lots of partner unbalanced. Just feel as though she needs to follow that up with a big technique. So there's tempting it there. Erin seems to have a plan. Again, using the footwork. Trying to see the opponent can leave her a gap, so she can move in, then to the floor. Seems very tentative at the moment. Neither player seems to want to commit themselves, mainly because of the fear of being cancelled. Bit of a bundle down to the ground there. I don't think it was particularly skillful or technical. Working away. Dave Harris, the referee, understandably gets the players back in. I think we're looking for a bit of inspiration here, really. It's rather very negative, very tense, very tight. Bit of a stalemate with the grips and everything. Eden has now got a penalty. So they're equal, I'd say that's quite right. Neither player is showing a great deal. Unfortunately, I think the referee is going to play a major part in this fight. If one of these players doesn't come up with a big score. That's the Super making a good effort, some inroads in there. Beautiful, nearly a score there. That must impress the referee. It wasn't a score, but it's enough to impress the referee. It may lead to Aaron getting the penalty if she's a little bit negative. So the back up again. I'll say Darcy slightly in the lead. You see Ian Oliver there, trying to post for the troops, get them cheering for their player. I think we've got something here. I think Aaron needs to do something before she gets penalised, because Darcy's doing something, nearly scored again. That's two throws that Darcy's got in the last minute or so. So I think Aaron definitely needs to get something in here and look positive, try and get a technique in. She's just doing enough, it's not particularly pretty, but sometimes it's all about the win, not about doing the beautiful throws and techniques. Ian Oliver, quite rightly, is looking for a penalty. And now you've got Darcy, she's moving, Jigging Sammy, that's it, excellent. Well, I think Darcy deserved that fight overall. He finished off with an arm lock, Jigging Sammy across the arm lock. Leaving Aaron no option but to submit. We never injure each other when we're doing the arm locks. We always apply the arm lock, you never snap it on or snatch it on to hurt your opponent. And ideally, our opponent has a common sense to someone who's a little bit of pain, the arm being stretched out, you submit immediately.
Okay, let's stop.
Now, next two competitors coming up to the tatami are Yasmin Northern in white from Scotland, and in blue, Sean Broska from England.
So, Yasmin from Scotland in white and Sean Broska in blue from England. Colin Woods has sat down as the national coach. In the coach's chair, Matt McDowell, national coach for England, has sat down as well. Okay, let's see where we go with this fight. It started fast enough. Griffin's pretty frantic, and Yasmin has already thrown in the technique, but so has Sean as well. So within a matter of seconds, we've got two blustering techniques in already. Yasmin is going to the ground, seeing what's up there. It's not a lot happening. Yasmin gets him back up. This is pretty an explosive start, this one, so I think we could be in for a big hip on somewhere along the line here. A big massive throw on the back. Big attempt, big technique. for Yasmin, so she's taking a comfortable lead. Interesting to see where she goes now. If she's going to be confident and keep going for big scores, and can try and get her on foot, can try and get her technique back. Working out the kicks, getting possession of the fight, in control. Referee's had enough. I think it's a penalty coming on here. That's what we call a pistol grip, basically where you screw up your opponent's sleeve, which you're not allowed to do because it's a little bit dangerous. So Yasmin has to take that little penalty on the chin. I don't think we'll be too concerned about it because she seems very positive, looking at a massive technique, and there's a really big throw in there. The referee's not giving a score. The national court feels so sure, and there's the score given now. So that's another 5-point score there for Yasmin. So it's quite a commanding lead, not so much in the scoring terms, but certainly in dominance of the fight. Has Sian got something that she can produce now? Because up to now, does it look as though she can penetrate Yasmin's defences up to now. She's trying, she's having a go, she's going to it. You can see there, Yasmin is controlling Sian's right arm, which is preventing Sian from coming in for a big attack. So she manages one there, but as you can see, it was a bit loose, a bit ragged, and at a distance from her opponent, so Yasmin could easily kill it, and now they've gone down to ground. Yasmin's working away there, probably trying to waste time as much as actually trying to get a score. Colin Woods asked his coach, when he's allowed to in between the stops, he's allowed to give a little bit of advice. Well, Yasmin seems in total control of this fight at the moment. She did put a little technique in there, she needs to be a little bit careful, that was a bit loose and not very powerful, which gave Sian almost a chance to counter. So she needs to be a little bit careful from that with Yasmin. Sian, as always, as she has done in previous fights, goes to the ground. She quite likes the knee wazzer, the groundwork. Now has Yasmin learned from that to control this fight, because she is winning comfortably and not to throw it away. 2 minutes to go, so there's lots of time for Sian to get back into the fight. Yasmin manages to get Sian to the ground with no score, and is looking at the groundwork now, working away, convincing Dave Allison, the referee, that she's busy. There's no mug, he's seen it's just a bit of time wasting tactics. Going to back up again. That's a bit of a dodgy one there from Yasmin. I think she could land herself a second penalty for dropping and flopping there, as you say. And she has. I don't think she can argue with that one. That's a bit silly really. She could be on the verge of throwing things away if she's not careful. She needs to control this fight in a positive manner so as not to encourage the referee to give penalties, but also to prevent Sian from feeling so she can get back in the fight. Yasmin is determined. She's definitely trying to get back into the fight. That's a score. A bit of a mix and a medal. But Yasmin's got it, and Matari, she's now looking for the arm lock. She's containing and controlling Sian. She's in the right body position. Unlucky there. Referee wouldn't give her any more time, understandable, but Yasmin won't mind. She's got an extremely commanding lead now. The referee's just checking because it looks as though somebody may have bent a nail or got a little bit of a cut or something. Oh, no. So they carry on. Less than a minute to go now, and really trying it's all or nothing now for Sian. She's just going to go for it, hope for the best. If she gets picked off, so what? She's losing now. And when I mentioned picked off, that's exactly what she got there. I thought that was a Rico 5-point score there to Yasmin. Definitely, I think they'll try to get the senior referee there. Agrees, yes, and Dave Allison, the referee's giving it. Yasmin's trying to finish off the fight now with a few seconds to go. So really, it's all about Yasmin losing the fight now. She's way in front. Poor old Sian's got to go for it now. She's got a bit of a no hope away, but she's got to throw caution to the wind, blasting for it, go for it. She may get picked off by Yasmin. Yasmin, it's all about control, contain. As if she's playing football or hockey or netball, to keep possession of the ball so the opponent can't do anything. Good. It's up to Yasmin now. She needs to control this fight, make sure she doesn't get another penalty. And Sian's just got to go for it now. The referee's been called over. We'll have to wait and see from one of the players. Let's see which one it is. That's a drop down from Shan, so it just was bad. From bad to worse for Shan. Desperate seconds, last attack. Big attack from Shan. Scrapped any more than that. That was a very, very credible attack. She went for it. He definitely does not like any guts and determination, does it, Shan? She's tried her heart out here as Shan, but Yasmin in the end, heart and skillful. Heart and strong, plenty of scores on the board, but a very determined effort from Shan.
That's a win for you. Judo from Scotland. And now back to the boys yet again in the plus 81 kilos. Let's bring on to the mat in the other of the plus 81s in white, Harry Bowley from England, and in blue, Guy Francis from Scotland.
Harry Bowley now from England, who produced arguably the throw of the day, in my opinion, with an absolute beautiful foot sweep against Guy Francis from Scotland. He knows he's up against him, so let's see how we go here. Not the bell, but that's the coach for England. He's sat down, given all the coaching advice. That's a few little hand movements there to explain the strategy and the plan for Harry Bowley in this fight. And coach for England, sat down there. So plan she's come up with great side to see how they can beat Harry. So I have to say Harry put down his dead favourite for this particular fight. Remove his hands into playing stronger, so the referee gets him back up again. And Harry's been penalised there for dropping down there, being negative. So he's off again as Harry. So we see a lot of movement from Kai. Right, good attempt there from Kai, very strong. You can see the strength on Harry there. He's able to block the technique. It's a good start from Kai. He obviously realises he needs to be busy. He needs to be attacking all the time, don't allow Harry to settle. Ooh, yes, nice movement in there from Harry, but also excellent counter from Kai to go to ground. So Kai's working away here. Not going anywhere, so the referee gets him back up again. Absolutely outstanding. We're also seeing Aguilera from the knees from Harry's massive shoulder throw. Absolutely launched. Guy Francis, absolutely no chance whatsoever. I think Harry has, without a shadow of a doubt, been the most impressive player that we've seen this morning. So, he's the favourite for the tournament now.
Next on register,
for England, she's set down. Between Matthew Boyson and Rice. And the first goal. Strong, powerful, gripping battle going on. Attempted pick up there by Matthew. And Roger's thrown him in. Somebody's going to go here. Somebody's going to go for a big 10. These two boys, very explosive. Doesn't look as though they're out for a draw or a bit of a stalemate. Looks as though they're both going to go for it. Good body movement. Fast hands from both players. Oh, and that's a good score. That's a Mazzari. Moving on to Rodri. Good looking there for Matthew because he was playing hard there as Matthew, but Rodri, I don't believe in him. They've gone to ground now, but obviously Matthew's got two legs round Rodri's legs. That means he can't have a hold down. Now he's got control of the major limb. So he can't do a hold down. That's interesting. See what Matthew does now. Is he going to carry on, go in for it? And what's Rory going to do? Is he going to hold on to that Mazzari, or is he going to go for another big score? Well, they're both an extremely positive, these two lads are going for it. He's very determined to entertain the crowd and give them a huge show to look at and to cheer at. I just feel as though Rodri's got the advantage on the grips here. Matthew's looking for the pick up all the time, but Rodri's got the grip. And he's moving for a wonderful technique there. Just managed to square him out of it. Onto his front, so it's no score. Needs to get his partner on his side or his back for a score. Just feel as though Matthew needs to get a bit more of a grip. That's it. Oh, magic. Absolutely beautiful. Uchimata, the rolling style, in a 5-4. They're absolutely booming up on. Taking down to the court there, jumps on the seat, cheering and clapping away, and who can blame him? Lovely technique there.
That's win to Rodri Morgan from Wales. Let's welcome our next two competitors into the arena. In white, Imogen Walls from Scotland, and in blue, Darcy Hancock from England.
Back to the under 48 kilos now. Imogen Walls from Scotland in the white, and Darcy Hancock from England in the blue.
Let's go, come on.
I don't know what happened there.
That's a win for Yasmin from Scotland. That concludes the contest of the preliminary round of this morning's session. We will now be moving into the final block, and that will commence at 12:15. The final block will commence at 12:15. The two semi-finals of the final of the under 52 kilos, and the two semi-finals and the final of the plus 81s. The girls of the 48 kilos category has already been decided. So please have a break, get a drink, and open back for the final block here at the 2015 School Games for Judo.
Flexibility to be able to chop and change.
Whereas this gives them an opportunity to actually say, well, yes, I'm a beginner, but I do want to give it a go, and they're not put off by those sporty students.
We've tried to do many unique activities over the new to sport time. We've done tuque ball, we've done dodgeball, then wheelchair basketball, goal ball, so we've really tried to do a diverse range of activities for them.
We can offer activity for £1 where they can turn up to any campus, whether it's University of Nottingham campus or Nottingham Trent campus. They can then get involved.
The funding that Sport England have provided has had dramatic impacts on the physical activity levels and participation rates within universities.
Rather than there being an assumption that one size fits all, now we can start to say, okay, you want to play sport at a particular time, in a particular way, at a particular level of competition, and we can now facilitate that and put it on.
So we have quite a gap in our sporting offer, so we don't really do much for our semi and non-sporty students. This gives us an opportunity from their investment strategy, so we're able to deliver programs for that population.
The Active Universities programme has really enhanced sort of participation at Warwick. We've got 23,000 students and nearly half of them are members of Warwick Sport now.
Students have loved particularly the UV events. It's a good way to get into sport, maybe if you're not sporty. It makes it feel a little bit like a nightclub.
Making friends from all over campus, all different degrees. You'd never meet half of these people before.
You learn new skills. You actually learn how to play the sport.
I definitely think I would have dropped out of university if I wasn't part of a sports club, and it definitely helped me find a sense of belonging.
The difference in myself since I started doing exercise is ridiculous. I can get up earlier, I have so much more energy, I can concentrate more on my studies. It's something that I can't imagine my life without now.
Many universities are investing back into those volunteers by putting them on leadership courses, putting them on coaching qualifications.
I've managed to get my level 1 and 2 coaching course, which they've been kind enough to pay for, and then I've been able to deliver back a better service to the students.
Taking part in sport, running sport, leading in sport, volunteering in it, actively contributes positively to students' employability.
I think that they pick up skills that make them ready for work.
Gets you on a level where you understand how to speak to different people, strategies, logics, everything like that. So it really gives you a good overview of the skills that you need to be employed.
It really helps my CV because I need a lot of experience to go on the PGC, so it was really competitive. So it gave me that extra sort of additional, oh, I've also done this.
I'm really proud but also quite humbled by what I've seen going on in the university sector over the last few years. We said we'd work with them, we said we'd fund them, but what they had to give us was more people, more students playing sport, and that's just what they've done.
We're able to do another round of investment. We hope that'll further increase the numbers of participants by about 160,000 new students.
Now it's built a real foundation that's enabled us to move forward, and now it's become a permanent part of the Love for Sport pathway. Through our investment, students and universities have become really innovative about how they've designed their sport programmes to attract more students to play sport.
It's really been about understanding the student demand, delivering what students wanted and making it fit in with their lifestyle. That's been the fundamental change, I think.
What Sport England is about is helping people create a sporting habit for life. We've put, through Active Universities, £8 million into the sector to help them widen the offer. People just participating for fun, for their health, maybe to build friendship groups at universities, and that's what we've been investing into.
I've been doing the sports activator for the volleyball, and it's just weekly free sessions for people to go and play.
It can be so intimidating. I know the first time I wanted to go to some of the classes, I thought everyone's going to be so good and I'm going to be so scared and I'm going to be so awful. And I got there and it's not like that at all.
I mean, university gives you loads of possibilities, not only career perspectives, but you try out new things, and this is what uni is about. And I think everyone should just join in and come and try out new things.
I'm not traditionally like the most exercisey type of person, but this was just kind of completely left field, a bit crazy, that wasn't competitive, that you didn't have to be like overly skilled at, you could just go for it.
It's something different, so people, there's a bit of hype around it and people get involved and kind of forget that they're doing sport and getting active.
Studies can be really stressful, so sports is definitely one of the other ways for you to, just de-stress and have some fun at the same time.
I think it's good that students get more for their money by doing this sort of thing, yeah, obviously with the tuition fees rising.
It's really good to actually get out, run around. It's nice to have something a bit more casual that you can turn up to, you can have a bit of fun with friends.
It keeps me fit, it allows me to meet other people.
It's really just a really fun thing to do on a day like this when it's sunny, and if it rains, well, you're going to get wet anyway, so it's still fun.
You never meet half of these people before, and I think getting to meet different people is really good for me and just widening my social circle.
People are in the library for 12, 14 hours a day, and just to get out, get an hour, 2 hours of exercise is really beneficial.
Coming for the full university experience, So it's nice to be able to do stuff outside of library work or outside of uni work.
You can just like come and join the people, you don't have to be a professional athlete.
A lot of people coming in because all the activities are passing the word around, come play, it's great fun.
There's many students here that would never have been coached in sport. I think it's really great to deliver a professional coaching experience.
It's always good to let your hair down and mess around at the end of the day.
It's become part of my life now, so to not do it is kind of unthinkable.
Athletes, officials, Paralympic sports fans from all over the world. Dobry wieczór. Dobro pożelować Wysochi.
Jade Etherington into the silver. Spectacular medal for Great Britain.
I can't believe it's silver. It's crazy.
Marie Bochet has done it again. Gold medal number 4.
Fantastic curling from Great Britain.
It's gold for Annie Schaffelhuber of Germany. Ben Sneesbit surely is the future of British Paralympic sit skiing. What a spectacular Paralympic winter debut. She's come to these 11th Paralympic Games for experience. Millie Knight, sensational.
McKeever is the toast of the Canadian Paralympic team.
Hayley Nielsen, fantastic stuff from the Great Britain scoot, just perfect.
This is Jade Etherington. Every time this young lady takes to the piste, she has picked off a medal. Oh, Jade Etherington into the silver. Mick Brennan, 3 competitions, 3 excellent results.
Pachushkov must now surely go down as one of the sport's all-time greats.
What a sensational fight back.
Great Britain have got their bronze medal.
2 successful runs, 2 good competitions. James Whitley, mission accomplished. Turney, she's had some frustrating times throughout these Paralympic Winter Games.
I'm glad she's closing it on a high note. Chance for the States! It's there! The United States take gold! Kelly Gallagher.
This is a sound test, and there we have fixed the sound. Thank you for watching here live at the Armitage site here in Manchester. The Judo finals will be coming up very shortly.
It's the pace for Great Britain, and it's gold for Kelly Gallagher. The first ever Paralympic winter gold for Great Britain. What a wonderful week for Paralympics GB.
So hello, we are live from the Judo Hall here, and the finals will be starting very shortly.
Yeah, that's much better.
The only way you're going to enjoy something is if it's fun.
Sports for me, like freedom. If somebody tells you can't do it, you tell them you can do it.
It's about getting involved and getting other people involved, so just being a leader.
When Girls Active was kind of explained to me, I thought it was an excellent idea. I think it's really important to encourage girls, especially teenage girls, to engage with sport. PE might not necessarily satisfy their needs or requirements. This is a great opportunity to really give the girls themselves a voice.
I like sport, but I'm not a sporty person, but you don't have to be sporty to be good at sport. So I said I was going to give it a go, and I've came here and I've enjoyed it so far.
We're going to go away and go back to our schools and influence people that aren't comfortable doing sport and try and get them more actively involved and just doing things that they're comfortable with doing, like around us and teachers.
It needs to be more creative in a way. Like, I think most girls don't get active in sport because it's the same thing over and over again. Like here, it's shown me that we do need to like change it and get more girls active.
Club Versailles is really, really good. It didn't feel like a sport you were doing, it just felt like you were having fun. And it gave you ideas for new ways you could introduce sport to other people.
It was dark, so we could do anything we wanted. If we go wrong, no one really cares about that.
Do you know what the most incredible thing about Girls Active is? We know it already works.
This is like a big opportunity for me to then inspire and get younger girls active to then follow their like dreams and like get the career that they want to have.
And having girls that have an influence on their peer group can really deliver a very powerful message, more so than maybe a teacher or a tutor could. Engaging these girls, giving them an opinion, a voice, encouraging them to develop their own system is really incredible and, you know, quite innovative.
Schools form a really, really important part of the matrix of sports facilities that are available in every community. So around 40% of places that people can play sport will be found on school sites.
Use Our School is a new web resource to support schools in opening their facilities for community use. It provides tools and guidance for those starting out or wanting to improve what they currently offer. The resource has been developed in partnership with schools across the country, sharing their knowledge and experience.
We know that this offers a real win-win for ourselves and for the community. This isn't about profit, it's about opportunity. It's about establishing this school at the very heart of the community.
Well, basically we were a club without a home. We've been priced out of our previous home and kindly you came to our rescue basically.
I think we've come an extremely long way from no income whatsoever for the lettings to actually, hopefully by the end of this year, £40,000, and I can only see that growing.
We're a public asset, schools are public assets. We need to make sure that our facilities are available for use for as often as and for as long as they can be. And what we want are the right people coming on site, doing the right things.
One of the things that's been really important for us in Birmingham is to make sure that we've got a joined up approach, that we don't have a leisure centre opening right next door to a school that is going to offer a very similar offer, or two neighbouring schools putting together community use.
In terms of the benefits that our sports provision has to my college, well, I'm really proud of the activities that go on a daily basis. It's so much more than just a school. And in fact, although we're not technically a sports college, it actually feels like a sports college at times. There is so much going on, and it really is all about lifelong learning and healthy bodies, healthy minds.
My advice for community projects of this nature would be to take every opportunity that is presented to you. The relationships developed through this project have just opened up so many opportunities for our young people, our staff and the wider community.
The key thing about this resource is that you will find practical tips and ideas. You'll find tools, you'll find templates that will make this something that really saves you time and effort. So if this is something you're interested in, the resource will really help you.
We think that more schools should open clubs like this to the community so that more children at their school have the opportunity to volunteer and coach at the club and develop the same skills that we've developed.
Were you told that you weren't tall enough to be goalkeeper?
I was told I wasn't good enough to be goalkeeper, but that didn't stop me. My first sport was hockey, and I played hockey for England for the junior team.
Sinatra in a flat Cadillac, my old lady leaning out the whole window. Everybody
We've got the girls semi-final, the A semi-final. We've got Kirsty Marsh from Scotland and Christina Kelsall from England. and the players have gone straight into the fight. A strong attack there from Kirsty, but Christina likes her groundwork and has gone into the knee wazzer, as we say in judo. Working away there, Bill Taggart, the referee's looking for some action. If he feels as though Christina's got a positive fruit, which he doesn't, so he gets the players back up again. Colin Wood, the national coach for Scotland, is giving all the words of wisdom to Kirsty in between the mates. Kirsty seems to be the most positive up to now, and another attack as well. She's got a high collar grip this time. Looks as though Christina's waiting. Referee brings them back together again. Interested to see what the referee does here now. He's given a penalty there for Kirsty for an illegal control of the sleeve. Oh, beautiful. Oh, interesting. Which way is the referee giving it? Now, Christina's moved straight into a hold down, and he's given the throw to Kirsty, but Christina has ended up in the hold down. So Kirsty is now fighting to the left. She's twisting, she's turning, she's looking for that little gap. Can she shift her body? Can she get onto her front? But Christina has got her head really strong. She's got her arm really tight, and it looks as though that's it. Done and dusted. And Christina was given the Wazari throw, and then she finishes it off with a Wazari hold down with Kezigatami scarf hold. So that's a place in the final now for Christina. So Kirsty Marsh becomes the first bronze medalist of the UK School Games 2015. And now we're into the second semi-final now, where we've got Molly Game from England, and we've got Laura Hewitt from Scotland now. The atmosphere is absolutely electric now. This venue has definitely produced a cauldron effect for the atmosphere. It's electric. Oh, and it's straight in with attack within a matter of seconds, within the first 5 seconds. Molly's gone in for an attack, followed it straight up into the groundwork. Is she looking for an arm? Is she looking for a strangle? She's controlling and containing her opponent. The referee's given Osai Komi a hold down begins. She's broken it, but she's straight back into another hold down. So she was in an hold down, out of an hold down, now she's back in one. And this hold down looks strong. It looks strong. Laura is absolutely fighting, twisting, turning, trying to look for that elusive gap. Can she find it? But Molly has got this hold down on. I think it's game over, game by name, game over by fight. So that's a wonderful win for England there. Other players have certainly stepped up to the mat for the finals. They all seem to have gone up a gear.
We now move into the first semi-final of the boys plus 81 kilos. Please welcome into the arena in white, James Reid from Northern Ireland, and in blue, Rodri Morgan from Wales.
So we're now into the semi-finals of the plus 81 kilos. Got James Reid in the white from Northern Ireland and Rodri Morgan from Wales. James Reid has produced some fabulous judo this morning, and I would have to have him as a favourite for this particular fight, but we'll wait and see. You can no guarantees in judo, that's for sure. So the usual tactical battle for the grips, especially for our friends who are not familiar with judo. Getting your grip in judo is like getting possession of the ball when you're playing any of the team sports. You need to have a good strong grip before you can progress and move on in the fight. It's pretty tense. Oh, that's it. What a wonderful pick up there. Oh, absolutely lovely counter pick up there from Rodri. For Wazari, that's 7 points. So they're working around the ground. It looks as though Rodri's just playing for time on the ground there. So the referee gets them back up again. Scott Main, the national coach from Northern Ireland, is trying his words of wisdom for a bit of advice for James. So we'll see where this fight goes now, whether Rodri goes for the full lip on or does he look after and protect the Wazari. James has no option now but to attack and go for it. It's looking a bit edgy. Yeah, not surprisingly, the referee is called Mate. Somebody's going to get a penalty here. Interesting to see which way it goes, and it's gone to James Reid of Northern Ireland, so he's in more trouble now. He really does need to start attacking, get his grip, and start being a lot more positive. But Rodri seems to be very competitive, very calm. Looks as though he's definitely had a game plan for this fight. Seems to be quite happy to have quite an oblique side stand, but James has got one back. Surely that's a Wazari. Well, the boys are equal now. Not only that, James is moving in for the hold down. Rodri is struggling, twisting and turning. Can Rodri get onto his stomach? Can James keep him there? He hasn't got his head, so Rodri's in with a chance. You can see how Rodri's trying to get a bit of space between the two bodies, but I think it's over. I can't see it. James has done it. What a wonderful victory from James. He was 7 points down, came back, got the 7 points back, immediately into the groundwork and held his opponent down. So James Reid is the first and only person from Northern Ireland into the finals this morning. Congratulations, James, well done. Well, Rodri must be a bit disappointed with that. He did exceptionally well there to get the Wazari score, but unfortunately it wasn't to be.
Let's welcome our second set of semi-finalists. In white, Kate Calder from Scotland, and in blue, Harry Bobey from England.
So we got Callan Calder from Scotland, Harry Bobey from England. Both these players have shown some beautiful judo this morning. Personally speaking, I think Harry probably the slight favourite with some of the big throws that he's done today, but we'll see what happens. No doubt going to be a little bit cagey for start with. So the players are working on their grips now. Very tactical, it's very tense. Not a lot of movement. A bit of tipping and tapping with the feet. Just gauging your opponent. Nice footwork there from Callan. Not much work from Harry. You get a feel that the referees are going to call it, which they do. So Bill Taggart, the referee, brings them back, and he gives, it gives Harry a passivity warning. That means he's not doing enough, so he needs to get working harder, get some positive attacks in. And Callan looks as though he wants to really control Harry and keep him contained. And is he looking for that little bit of a chance, that little bit of an opportunity to throw in a big technique? So whenever you feel as though Harry's got something stored in there, and the referee calls it again. It is a final after all. Neither player wants to give anything away, and it's another penalty for Harry. A little bit harsh, I thought. I thought possibly both players could have got a penalty at that point. And that's a big technique from Harry. As you saw there, Callum was looking for a penalty again, but it was a decent attack. Strong enough to move his opponent a little bit, so therefore it warrants an attack. This is definitely a war of attrition. Another shoulder throw attack there from Harry. Didn't score, but he certainly moved his opponent. So it'll go down as an attack. Referee brings them back to the middle again. So the referee will now be looking for some action now. He needs to be reassured that the players are going for a proper throw. Who wants to win this fight? Big attack, and sort of a counter. Nip and tuck, 50-50. The referees have left it, quite rightly so. Callan's moved in for some groundwork now to see how effective he can be on the ground, see if he can get a strangle or an arm lock or hold his partner on the back. It's looking a bit like stalemate to me, which it is. Referee brings them back to the middle. We wouldn't expect anything else for this strong semi-final. These two players are well matched, not a lot between them. It's been a very tactical affair, but Harry's going for it. Callan comes in with a counter. Callum's looking for a bit of containment, whether he's down there wasting time or whether he's genuinely going in for a score there. I'm not quite so sure. I think Harry's just happy to lay there and just let it become a stalemate situation where the referee will call Matty and get the players back up, which he does. Colin Wood is trying his best to inspire his player, giving him advice. I'll have to wait and see. There's a lot of power in there, there's a lot of strength in there involved here. Harry looks for the self-sacrifice throw. It wasn't successful. He's keeping both legs around Callan, so otherwise Callan can get a hold down. Now Callan's going to try and contain the top, control him. If Callan can get that leg out, that means Harry hasn't got control of a major limb. That means it can become a hold down. He's only got a few seconds because Bill Taggart, the referee, will only give him a few seconds. He's got to show that he's progressing. If he's not progressing, then he will get the players up. He's got to... Well, that was good refereeing there. I think it was fair to Bill. He tried to give Callan as much time as possible there. But Harry was like a clamp on his leg and wasn't allowing him to get his leg out. So they're off again. We're down to the last minute. You feel as though Harry's got to produce something special. Is Callan prepared to contain him and just keep it there? There's a big technique from Harry, not really looking as though he's genuinely going to throw him. Interesting, now the referee's called it. Is he going to penalise Harry for yes, he is, for being negative and defensive. So we're down to the last 30 seconds now. I think Callan's going to time waste now. I feel as though he's not going to commit himself. In fact, I think he's committed a penalty himself there. But he won't be too concerned. He's got 2 more to go, so it's very much doing the absolute minimum to win. It's not pretty to watch, but after all, he wants to win this semi-final and get through to the final. Oh, quite an aggressive foot sweep, almost a bit of a kick. Harry needs to do something. That's his last-ditch attempt. If Callan can keep him on the ground, he can do. He's keeping him on the ground now. He's going to watch that clock. 10 seconds to go, so Callan's going to keep him there. If he can keep him there, Harry has no option but to not get strangled or arm locked from that position. There's 5 seconds left. I just can't see Harry coming back with anything now. Within the rules, Callan now has to waste time, defend. He's gone for the drop to convince the referee he's gone in for an attack. And that's it. So Callan Calder from Scotland is in the final. So the players adjust their kit. Bill Taggart will step forward and give the decision. It's going to be an interesting final between Callan and James. They both fought well today. So there's confirmation from Bill Taggart, the referee, that Callan Calder is in the final. Harry Bowby from England receives the bronze medal. Whether he's happy with that, I'm not really sure. He produced some wonderful judo early on in the day, but Callan contained him, controlled him, fought it very tactically, but very effectively.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's raise the roof for our first set of finalists in the girls under 52 kilos. Please welcome in white Christina Kelso from England, and in blue Molly Gate, also from England. And so much for so close.
Must have the wrong coloured suits.
son.
Apologise for the short pause. The two athletes were in the red colour Judo. Here, ladies and gentlemen, here we go again. Let's welcome the under 52 kilo finalists into the arena. Christina Kelso in white from England, and Molly Gay also from England in blue.
So, we're now going into our first final of the day, the women's under 52 kilogram category. In white, Christina Kelso from England. In blue, Molly Game, also from England. With these two players knowing each other so well, it could be tactical and technical, but Molly's gone straight in for an attack within the first few seconds. So she's obviously set her stall out that she's going to go for it. So they're both working away, both trying to get the dominant grip. Who can get the dominant grip first? Christina stretched over there. Molly was looking for a bit of a counter. Christina, which she's done all day, has been very comfortable going to groundwork, trying to get an arm lock, strangle, or hold down, but the referee calls mate, brings them back to the middle. So off they go again. Who can get the dominant grip? Who can get the grip they want? Who can get their favourite grip to get their big throw in? Nice leg movement there, beautiful. But as Christina sacrificed herself on the ground, that was close. Molly almost took advantage there. So they're working away on the ground now. Molly will be trying to get away from Christina's legs. Christina will be trying to control Molly, looking for an arm lock or a strangle, but she's laid down, and Molly's taken advantage. She's got the hold down on Osai Komi. And Christina's fighting. Can Christina get onto her front? Yes, she can. She's up and away. So the referee calls Tokita, which means hold down's broken, and the clock stops. Back to the middle. So we're back to the tactical gripping game again now. Who can gain the advantage? Bit of a loose one there from Molly, not really a very productive technique, so Christina takes advantage. She's quite happy. She spent a lot of time on the ground today. So every time Molly goes to ground, she's more than happy to follow. But getting nowhere, unfortunately, so the referee will tag it, brings them back up again. Not a lot to choose between these two so far, over 2 minutes to go. So there's plenty of time. As you can see, they're all playing for the grits, moving their arms, moving the bodies, getting the grit that they need. Yes, and that's a lovely technique there. Like a Koso Gary type technique, Koso Gaki on the outside. Referee's deciding that it wasn't a score. I think one or two in the audience thought it was. Well, both players' belts have come off, so they'll be asked to adjust their kit so that it's all fair, legal and above board. Not quite sure who I'd put my money on for this fight here at the moment. You fancy, if it sticks to groundwork, you would fancy Christina. If it stays standing, you would fancy Molly. Whether these two players are going to change plan or change their tactics, not quite sure. Molly still seems to be going for a left-handed technique all the time, and once again Christina's going to the ground. But this time she's given up, feeling as though she's not going to get anywhere. It's quite tense, this fight, it's quite quiet. Remember, judo is just like a physical game of chess. We've seen a lot of left-handed techniques from Molly, not a lot of variation. Christina seems to change it a bit now. Tried the self-sacrifice throw there, straight into the groundwork. But she's following into the groundwork, hoping that she's got a bit of an advantage. Once again, it's going to look negative, I think, on the ground. I don't think Molly's got Christina's arm strong enough. No. Well, we're into the last minute now. You just feel as though one score, one mistake could end this fight now. Anybody's. I wouldn't know where to put my money on this particular game. Molly's belt's come off again. As you can probably see, because both players are from England, they don't have a coach Matt side, which is the usual spirit of judo agreement. So they're working away now. Who's got something in the last 30 seconds? All our great champions have always been able to produce something in the last 30 seconds. As one of these players got something special, something a bit different. And it looks as though we're going to get a penalty now. We've got a penalty to Molly now. That could change everything. What does Molly do now? She looks as though she's going to have to go for it now. Working hard. More or less going for the same techniques, but I always thought Christina committed herself too far there. Christina once again goes to ground. Not long to go. Is that arm coming out? Has she got control with the legs? She's not really. So it's going to be a stop, a mate situation. 10 seconds to go. I don't know about anybody out there. Has anybody got the money on anybody? Somebody's going to do something a little bit special. Or, unfortunately, ooh, that was so close there from Molly. Quite near. A lot of people thought it was a score. So the players adjust their kit. So that's a gold medal. That's a gold medal for Christina Kelso. Unfortunately, we didn't get any super duper throws or anything like that, but unfortunately, that's the way it is sometimes. Very tactical, very tense fight. Both players gave it 100%. So congratulations to Christina. And now we're going to move on to the big men, the plus 81 kilos. We've got Northern Ireland versus Scotland.
This morning's first session. It is the plus 81 kilo categories. Let's welcome into the arena. In white, James Reed from Northern Ireland. And in blue, David Calder from Scotland.
So now we have a serious atmosphere now. Northern Ireland versus Scotland. The Celtic nations against each other. We've got James Reed, who's fought exceptionally well all day. Also has Callan. They had rather different types of semi-finals. Hard one to call this one, but I think it's going to be pretty entertaining. Be interesting. Scott Main, national coach of Northern Ireland, what their game plan is, what they were having a chat with between the semi-final and final, along with Colin Wood, the national coach from Scotland. What words of wisdom did he have for James? A fantastic atmosphere from the Scottish crowd. I think that was a result of one of the most outstanding Commonwealth Games from last year. So we're fighting for grips now. Who can get the dominant grip? Not a lot to choose between the players at the moment. We're going to have to see some action, or I feel as though the referee may intercept to encourage the players to go for their techniques. Beautiful side Tomonagi there, side stomach throw from Kaelin. But James has taken advantage onto the ground and turned it round. It looks as though he's in a hold down. Is he there? Scott Main, the national coach, is crying out for a hold down to be given. It's been given, and James has got a variation of upper 4 quarters on. But Callan is fighting back, he's twisting. Can he get onto his front? Yes, he can. No, he can't. Is the referee? No, the referee's saying the hold down is still on. Callan is fighting. The referee's now giving it out. Well, that's controversial. It looks as though the hold down is still on. The referee's called Mate. Scott Main is going ballistic, the national coach. And James is looking somewhat bewildered, and I aren't surprised because it looked as though the hold down was still on. We don't want to see any dissent from the players. The coaches obviously fight the corner for their players. A little bit of controversy going on here because it looked to me as if the hold down was still on. So we've got an interesting situation as per the usual as per the usual procedures. The fight's going on. The national coach is complaining. The senior referee is intervening here. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen here. Not quite sure what's happening. Bill Taggart's called a Mate situation. What's going to happen now is that the players are going to have a look at the monitor. Obviously, I can't hear what Bill and the referees are discussing here. But Bill seems absolutely adamant he's got it right. From this position, difficult to see what's going on, but it just looks as though the fight's going to continue. So it looks at the moment that James is a Wazari up. Caelan, to his credit, managed to get out of the hold down. So the fight continues with over 2 minutes to go. So Caelan's got to go for it now. He's way behind now, so James will control the fight. I'm not quite sure he's going to go for a big throw to finish off the fight. He might decide to contain. He's got a little penalty there. Not sure how concerned he will be about that. Under 2 minutes to go. And Caelan comes in for a big technique, goes to ground. James has gone to ground. Whether he's looking for a real technique, is he going down there to time waste? He's certainly looking very positive and very active on the ground. The referee is following the action. He has to decide, does it look as though the players are going to secure an arm lock or a strangle? James seems very, very comfortable down there. He's looking for an arm, he's looking for a hold down. You can see that James has got his leg trapped. James is looking to get that leg out. If he can get the leg out, then he can get the hold down on and win. But Caelan looks very controlled there, but James has now shifted his attention over to Caelan's arm. Can he stretch that arm out? No, he can't, and Bill Taggart calls Mate, brings the players back to the middle. However, that was very, very good for James. He's obviously going for the win here. He's not sitting back on the 7-point score that he's got. What has Caelan got now? What can he come back with now? It's going to have to be special, and it's going to have to be a big, massive technique. Good effort there, but James rode it. He was able to control it. Another technique going in there. Kochi Gaki on the inside of James's legs. Well, there's one thing about this. The young Scotsman is not giving up easily. He's having a go at this. He's definitely determined. One thing about judo, you can never, ever give up. You can only takes a second to throw your opponent, and it could be the last second in the contest. I feel as though James has got to do something here, or I think he's on the end of a penalty, or is this going to go both ways? Both players have got penalised there, a little bit harsh personally, but anyway, doesn't change a great deal. It means Caelan's got to go for it, and James has got to protect that Wazari. Caelan went in for it, James has countered it. He's obviously taken advantage, he's moved into the hold down. Again, he's got the Osai Komi on the hold down. He's still got it, he's got the arm control. I feel as though this is it for Caelan. I can't see him. You can see how flat he is on his back. James has got total control. James's legs are in control, and that's it. Game, set, and match. What a wonderful win for Northern Ireland. That's their first gold medal of the weekend. I can't lie, I am biased, a little bit biased to Northern Ireland, having lived and worked there as a national coach for 6 years. So I'm very, very pleased for the young James. Good effort there by Caelan, but I think one thing we'd have to agree is that the refereeing decisions dominated the fight there. But that's the way it goes. That's a gold medal for Northern Ireland. That sounds entertaining to do Derby can have it here. That sounds 100 times better. That's it, I'm
Games champion for 2015, Yasmin Corner from Scotland. So now we're moving to the 52 kilo category. And to present these awards is Andrew Haffner from the BJA Board of Directors. He's welcome the medalists into the arena. The two bronze medals in this category is Judo from Scotland and Kirsty Marsh, also from Scotland.
So that's one.
Silver medalist, Molly Gay from England. And gold medalist, Sainsbury School Games champion for 2015, Christina Nelson from England. Scotland.